Hello, this video is to quickly demonstrate another old vintage amplifier. This is a 1956 Silvertone 115-inch combo. This is the model 1335. The model 1335 is a little more rare than some of the other Danelectro made Silvertones from the era. It was a little more on the higher end of their output at the time, so not as many were sold as some of the others, but this one has a vibrato channel, and again, unlike many of the 15-inch combos that you see from this era, this one actually was intended for guitar by the look of it, and not for bass or even accordion, as a lot of them were labeled accordion or other things, or even bass. But this one was intended for guitar by the look of it. So again, it has vibrato channel with speed and strength. It is foot switchable. It has two channels, each with a separate treble and bass control and a volume. The channels are a little bit funky. On this channel the volume is on this side, on this channel the volume is on this side. The bass control is actually backwards, and it's intended that way. It starts, if you turn it all the way up, in other words, it's at 0, and it's labeled as that on the chassis. The same on this channel. 0 is all the way over to the up side, to clockwise. Turn it counterclockwise, you've got it all the way on. The treble is the normal way. It's 0 to 10. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Two channels. The vibrato. It has two 6L6s in the power section. This one, I forget what this one is. This is an octal preamp tube. I think it's a 6SL7. Has a 12AX7 and a 6SJ7 as well, and a rectifier all the way on the power side. This one's had a lot of work done to it. The speaker is a replacement. This is an eminent speaker that came out of an organ from the 70s. It's a really good match for this amp, it seems. It's Almaco, a pretty massive magnet in there. So yeah, that's about it. This has had a cap job also. All the coupling caps, all of the power caps have been replaced, so it's ready to go. Turn it back around here. We'll see what some of the tones we can get out of this thing. For this demo, I'll be using a Les Paul Custom 3 pickup historic. Right now I'm in channel 1. Volume is halfway up, and the tone the treble and bass are cranked. Actually, I'll turn the volume down just a little more so we can get a little cleaner tone in the beginning. Even at that volume, there's still a slight hint of breakup when you push the note. Very responsive to your touch. And of course, if you crank it up, again, I've had it back on about 5. Pretty good thick breakup already, just on 5. If you crank it even further, this is all the way to 10. This is with the volume with the volume, bass, and treble all the way to 10. advantages, of course, of having a 2-channel amp also is that you can jumper the channels. And if you have no experience with this, the way to do that, just get a second cable. If you have multiple inputs on each channel, normally what that means is you have like this tube here, and I forgot to mention this tube earlier, up on this upper chassis portion. This is a 12AX7 also. I believe we have, if I remember correctly, we have one channel that's using one half of this 12AX7, the other is using the other half. Each 12AX7 has 2 triodes in it, so if you're only using half of a 12AX7, you're only using half of the potential gain stage of that particular tube. So in order to get the most out of it, you just plug into one channel, and normally this would be ideally this would be a shorter cable. This is all I have on hand at the moment. So, but you just jump right over to the other channel, and so now we have not only this channel working one side of the 12AX7, we have this other channel working the other side as well. So you can push it even a little bit further into overdrive. That was actually with the bass control and treble control all the way down on that channel. I had them backwards, so that's why it sounded a little bit anemic. Again, it also has vibrato. Check out the vibrato here. So yeah, that's a 1956 Silvertone Danelectro made model 1335.